we're all souls on a divine journey, and really there isn't any right or wrong from a spiritual perspective, okay? And everything exists for a reason, so everything is allowed and created by God or Source or the universe, okay? But with all that said, happily, I also want to say that cause and effect exists in the physical plane. So the human body is a watery, very advanced machine, so to speak, multidimensional, electromagnetic, with fields and chemistry and physics and electricity in our nervous system, okay? And when we eat the typical popular mainstream diet, okay, and I'm talking about cooked omnivorous food with animals included, or animal parts or secretions or fluids, okay? Or even if it's simply also cooked vegan, which includes the cooking of stuff like grains, beans, bread, processed food, and even these days processed sort of like fake meats and sausages and burgers and everything else. It's 100% fine to eat it from an ethical point of view, if you know what I'm saying, from a spiritual perspective, because everything is allowed for spiritually, but with in our incarnation and physical body, we choose what ethics suit us, okay? So maybe it's not going to be good to eat certain things, okay? For example, from a, let's say, really unhealthy, full of spray vegan farmer, like a potato farmer, for example. That might kill a lot of bugs. But what I mean is, this stuff maybe not include the torture and disrespect and hurt of animals, okay? Like a vegan burger or whatever, or just whatever, potatoes and cooked rice or pasta or macaroni and cheese, etc. It's cooked, okay? But it will all the same do similar but not as bad as what the cooked animals and animal secretions and fluids and body parts does, okay? So that stuff, the omnivorous diet, will really make you clogged, acidified, dehydrated, sick, fast, and you die young. For the most part, my friends, that's what's going to happen. Unless you're just eating a little bit and the rest of your lifestyle and your mental habits are very healthy, okay? You live in a nice, clean, unpolluted zone, you have a lovely family to live for, you're very inspired, you're happy, you're not stressed, you go to bed early, you get a good sleep, you exercise good, nice weather, you're out in nature a lot. Some people have strong genes or constitution, and they may have some unhealthy habits, but they may not overeat. Some of them might smoke, but they just don't overeat. Overeating is probably the worst thing you can do. Very taxing and stressful and clogging. This is when I get it. When we eat these foods, omnivorous or even vegan, okay, plant-based, the cooking changes things dramatically, and what's going to happen is we're going to get clogged and blocked up and develop a big, thick, and over time hardened residue called either mucoid plaque or the serpent, or in biblical times with Jesus in the same Gospel of Peace, called it Beelzebub or something like very similar to that, okay? So this body machine of ours, it's going to get blocked and filled up with a big, just like scooping in dust and particles of dust and a little bit of rocks and little particles of clay and rubbish. It's going to gradually fill up and clog up our body to the point where certain organs, certain parts deteriorate and malfunction, and we could even die. And that's what happens to people at a very, very young age. We ain't physiologically designed to die when we're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, even 90. Like, we have easily the capacity to live to 100, healthily, 110, 120 even, okay? I hear the cap is approximately 120, 125, something in around that line, you know. Could be 130, maybe it's just, let's call it 120, just be on the lower side, okay? But people like getting sick and dying younger than that, that's just like absolute bodily abuse. Now, it can happen through ignorance, which means not knowing, and you're not even really open to knowing. Or it can happen through just you don't care, you just whatever, who cares, like you don't really care too much, okay? But either way, you're still going to have cause and effect, because that's a rule of the spiritual, of the physical life, okay? So this video is just to remind you not to clog your body as much as you choose. Like, it's to remind you that you have a choice, okay? You don't have to do anything. Like, I don't have to do anything. I'm not perfect. I clog my body, but I'm also constantly working on unclogging my body too. Detoxification, cleaning up all the channels and pathways so that water and fluids and nutrients and toxins can flow and emotions can flow, Because we clean up physically, emotions start to circulate and flow too, and we have emotional detox or clearing or healing, people call it, okay? You can call it what you want, but that's what happens. We heal emotionally, we circulate. So similarly, if we're having dehydrated food, like even raw crackers, I'm not saying they're bad, but they will lead to less circulation and flow, which is fine. It's a good thing in some cases. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not calling any of this bad or good, okay? I'm just saying it's what is in terms of physical rules.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender.